Obviously, it's not ideal to have a loss at any point. We had a game plan and we obviously didn't execute, and that's why we lost. Adelaide did a good job of running the ball, and they shot very good, and we didn't put the things that coach put on the board into play. So that's what happens when you don't cross the T's.
They had a lot to play for, playing for second. Were they hungrier than you guys on the night?
No, I mean I wouldn't say that. I mean obviously they've got a different approach to games than what we have in this time of the season. But you play every game to win, and unfortunately we didn't come out the way we should have, and it cost us.
A lot of talk with games like that whether they're going to be any sort of psychological edge to come out of it. Do you think that would have had any effect going forward?
To be honest with you, I don't think it really does. It's pretty much a brand new season come next week. It's finals time, anything can happen. If you don't show up to play, then you're obviously not going to win. So that's the main thing is we got to do what coach puts on the ball for us. And if we do that, then we're going to give ourselves a chance to win.
Is there anything in particular about them that you might have learnt that you could take into another game against them if you have to play them in the grand final?
I mean, there's obviously little things that show up, and I'm sure the coaching staff are going to put it forward to us. If it does happen to be then that we play, past the first round of the finals, if we do make it. But I mean, there's other teams that we've got to face before that, so that's what we've got to focus on.
I think Greg was saying the other day that you guys kept a bit up your sleeve, didn't show your full hand against Adelaide. Have you got some stuff that you can bring out for the playoffs?
I mean, you've got. I'm sure coaching staff have got some new stuff that they want to put in, or they want to bring some stuff up that we might have done before. But I'm not sure until the finals actually happens what the game plan is going to be. We still got Wollongong this week, and that's our main focus.
How are you feeling personally in terms of coming towards the end of your first season at this level?
Yeah, really good, really good. I mean, I think at the moment it's been a good season so far, but the ultimate goal is to make it past the first round of the playoffs and into the championship game, and until you reach that first final game and get that under your belt, that's when I'll start to put more focus on it. But I've enjoyed it. It's been great, but I want to win a championship.
The past month with Maddie back in the side, how's that sort of affected your role in the team and I don't know, just the way you've been playing and that sort of thing?
Doesn't really affect me too much. Enjoying having him back on the court. The whole team is. He's a great big man for this league, and especially for our team. With him, we're complete, and I'm learning stuff from him every practice. Getting some good bumps in and all the rest of it. So it's been fun. It's really helping my development.
How good's Matt Nielsen been as well to have a training?
Oh, what a luxury! I mean, he's absolutely amazing, giving us little tips here and there, and obviously he'll watch a game or come from a coaches meeting. He'll give some feedback, and it's great to be able to pick his mind and say, I'm doing this. Is how do I fix it, or what am I doing good? And he's flat out brilliant with it.
What about Wollongong this week? How important is it to get back on track and play your own style of basketball?
Yeah, well, you want to go in the finals rolling, so they're a very good side, and there is a possibility that we could be playing them. So it's going to be an interesting game. They're very good, great shooters. Can run the floor, good big guys. So it's going to be a tough game for us. What
sort of specifics are you guys focusing on that you need to improve on from last week?
It's our intensity, the way we approach a game, and playing a full 40 minutes.
Wollongong, pretty tough sort of side. They still might be sort of playing for that fourth spot. As you mentioned, what sort of mentality are you expecting from them?
I'm sure they're going to come out as hard as possible. They're still playing for their season, so we expect everything. A great game from them, and that's what's going to happen. I'm sure of it. They're going to put it on the court and leave it all out there.
I think Trev was saying last week in the build-up, and then he ended up playing a lot of the bench guys for more minutes. Do you expect it to go back a bit more towards normal with the last game before the playoffs?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I'm sure Trev knows exactly what he wants happen. It's good to get everyone on the court and get that experience. Because you don't know what happens in finals. It could come down to the benchies winning a game for you. So if they get that exposure and we get that game time in us, then that's great. But if not, we know we've got the team to do it. So.
You're pretty hot favourites, you have been all season for the title. There's always that expectation around the Wildcats. Is there any sort of pressure felt by the players there?
No. I mean, it is really one game at a time, and people say it, and it sounds probably pretty repetitive when a player does say it's one game at a time. But if you don't take care of the business of the game that's ahead of you, then you can't look ahead.